We are live.
Thank you so much, Mike. I'll do a roll call here. Counselor Lee Garcia,
Here.
Counselor Romero Worth,
Present.
Counselor Michael Garcia,
Present.
Counselor Amanda Chavez.
Here.
There is a quorum present. And does someone want to make a motion to elect a pro tem chair?
For nominations first. Anybody want to nominate themselves? Happy to nominate myself to act as pro tem chair in the absence of the chair, given Councilor Rivera's departure. And next meeting, we'll have a appointed chair.
I'll second.
Are there any other nominations for pro tem chair? Okay, we'll get a roll call vote on the nomination, please.
Yes, Counselor Garcia. Counselor Lee Garcia,
Yes.
Counselor Romero Worth,
Yes.
Counselor Amanda Chavez,
Yes.
and Counselor Michael Garcia.
Yes.
Excellent. Motion passes and you are the pro tem chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Wheeler. So let's go ahead and move on through the agenda. Approval of tonight's agenda. Is there any changes from staff?
No changes from staff.
Any changes from members? If not, may I get a motion to approve, please?
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, next up, approval of tonight's consent agenda. Director Wheeler, was there any items pulled?
No items were pulled in, no changes.
Okay, any items members would like to be pulled tonight? Not, may I get a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda?
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion by Councilor Chavez, second by Councilor Romero Worth. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion passes. We do not have any presentation or informational items tonight. Next up on the agenda is any action items discussion. There are none scheduled. We do not have an executive session scheduled. Next item is matters from staff. Director Wheeler.
Thank you so much, Counselor Garcia. It's been a long break. It seems it's a little hard to get warmed up here, but I do think that the council probably noticed that we were able to open the Beckner Richards intersection for some movement, right turns in and right turns out, which means that all of this months in the past that it was closed due to the developer needing to have it closed for their work on their development. They completed their work and now it has moved into the phase where another developer is installing the signal. But during this, we did the engineer's standard do an engineering analysis of what would be safe to allow at the intersection. And in that analysis determined that right in and right out. And then all of that was press released with including a map to the public. So that's progress. And then you've seen that Guadalupe Street is beginning to change how it looks. So the bridge was completed and everything was open for a while, but now they are getting back to work. Ultimately, it's a road diet, so there'll be more pedestrian facilities on Guadalupe than there are now, which will be great because there's a lot of businesses there and people running across the streets. There'll be more crossing facilities. There's, as you probably know from BPAC. So that's beginning to happen and closures will begin to occur. They'll always be able to get up and down the road, but what will happen is there'll be two directions of traffic on one side of the road. But you can see the bulb out starting to happen and it's pretty exciting. I think those are there's other things. We just completed retiming the signals on Cerrillos Road. And there was a press release about that. We've been getting some really good feedback. We're still doing some fine tuning. And now scraping around for budget to go and do Airport Road as well. And our new engineering supervisor over traffic operations is really excited about integrating the timing plan for all the roads. So it's like a network that makes sense. And so that's really exciting. We've done, we installed about $500,000 worth of the crosswalk material that the governing body had approved an authorization for about a year ago. There's still probably half of the crosswalks need to be updated. And we are doing additional road striping. Actually, we're about to cut a purchase order for additional road striping that can get done whenever it's warm enough. One thing you should know is that in the past, we had used paint. And paint wears off on the roads really, really fast. In the future, our new engineering supervisor of traffic operations would like to really take a look at longer lasting types of solutions, which is more like either a burned on plastic or a type of machine that can actually put plastic on the stripes. So they're much more durable. Of course, they're more expensive to install, but with the challenges that we have in staffing in this group and the challenge and the expense of putting it down, we'd really like to have a longer lasting product that looks bright and great and safe for a long time. So there's a lot of work going on there. You'll be seeing soon coming forward the next phase of the streetlight LED conversion. We have found P&M got through their regulatory procedure so that they could use our community guided lighting design luminaires. And we carried forward the budget from the original contract. And so we're about to bring forward a project that will convert a little bit more than half of the P&M lights, which will leave only about 1,000 lights unconverted out of our total of 5,500 lights in the city. So little by little, we're getting it done, and that's exciting. It'll save money, energy, reliability, so all the good things, dark sky protection. And you'll be seeing that later this month come to Public Works at the next meeting and then going through to the governing body. So there's a lot of work going on. We're a little bit slow from a fixing the pavement perspective because you can't lay asphalt at this time, but we did just get the report from 2023 for the potholes, and 6,600 potholes were filled this year, which is 2,000 more than last year. So good and bad news about that. Good news that the team is being really productive. Bad news that there were that many potholes. But we're definitely on the job and, working to make our streets and all of our public infrastructure safer and better for everybody. So there's a little update. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Wheeler. Appreciate it. Any matters from the committee? Seeing none, matters from the chair, I have none, or just to make folks are aware that the scheduling of Public Works and Utility has changed. So it is now in alignment with the same week of Quality of Life Committee meeting versus being the same week as governing body meeting. So just to make sure folks are aware and readjust to the new schedule. The next meeting is Monday, January 22nd, 2024. With that, we are adjourned.